Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is John Odeji and this is the first video for my channel. Wow. And today we are going to be talking about words associated with air travel. Stay tuned. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. The first we're going to look at is an airline. A-I-R-L-I-N-E. An airline is a company that flies airplanes to transport people and goods. Next, an airway. An airway is the flight path used by aeroplanes. 3. An airport. An airport is a place where planes come and go, with buildings and services for passengers. 4. A hangar. A hangar is a large structure at an airport where airplanes are stored and maintained. Next, an aircraft. An aircraft is a plane or a helicopter or anything that has the ability to fly and is propelled by an engine. Note, all airplanes are aircrafts, but not all aircrafts are airplanes, because an aircraft can be a plane, a helicopter, a jet, or anything that has the ability to fly. Next, a cockpit. C-O-C-K-P-I-T. A cockpit is a compartment where the pilot sits while flying the aircraft. A compartment where the pilot sits while flying the aircraft. Next, a cabin. A cabin is the part of a plane where people sit. Next, the tarmac. The tarmac is the area of an airport where planes park. Next, a pilot. A pilot is someone who is licensed to operate an aircraft in flight. Someone who is licensed to operate an aircraft in flight. Next, a boarding pass. A boarding pass is a document or card similar to a ticket needed in order to board an airplane. It's a document or card similar to a ticket needed in order to board an airplane. The next word is first class. The first class in an airplane is the most luxurious and expensive class of accommodation on a plane. The most luxurious and expensive class of accommodation on a plane. Next, an economy class. An economy class is a class of accommodation on a plane that is less expensive than the first class accommodation. Note, an economy class is also called a cabin class. A cabin class. Next, a cabin crew. A cabin crew is the members of staff aboard a commercial aircraft, employed to ensure the safety and comfort of the passengers. The member of staff aboard a commercial aircraft employed to ensure the safety and comfort of their passengers. Next, a captain. A captain is the pilot in charge of an airship or an aircraft or an airplane. Next, a seat belt. A seat belt is a safety belt used in a car or a plane to hold you in your seat in case of an accident. Next, an air hostess. An air hostess is a woman steward on an airplane. An air hostess is also called a flight attendant or a stewardess. Next word, crash land. To crash land means to land an aircraft in an emergency, either in an inappropriate place or under dangerous conditions, usually resulting in the damage of the plane and the possibility of loss of life. Next, a fuselage. A fuselage is the main body of an aerospace vehicle. It's the long central structure of an aircraft to which the wings, tail, and engines are attached, which accommodates the crew and cargo. Next, reservation. A reservation is a seat on a flight that you book or an airline keeps ready for you. It's a seat on a flight that you book or an airline keeps ready for you. Next, a passport. A passport is an official document normally used for international journeys, which proves the identity and nationality of the person for whom it was issued. Next, a luggage label. A luggage label is a piece of paper or plastic containing your details, usually your name and your address, that you attach to your luggage in case it gets missing. It's a piece of paper or plastic containing your details, usually your name and your address, that you attach to your luggage or baggage in case it gets missing or for proper identification. Next, a luggage, usually called a baggage. A luggage is the bags or other containers that hold your belongings while traveling. Next, a jet lag. I know you might have heard when people say, "Oh, I had a jet lag." What does it mean? A jet lag is a nauseating and tiring feeling you get that is caused when you fly between two places that has different time zones. It's a nauseating and tiring feeling you get that is caused when you fly between two places that has different time zones. It is also called jet syndrome. A flight number. A flight number is a unique number that is given to each flight, used by passengers to identify their flight when it is being announced. It's a unique number that is given to each flight. Next, emergency exit. An emergency exit is a place through which you leave a plane in case of emergencies such as a fire or an accident. It's a place through which you leave a plane in case of emergencies such as a fire or an accident. Next, check-in. Check-in. A check-in is the desk you go to in an airport to announce your arrival or to accentuate your presence. It's the desk you go to in an airport to announce your arrival or to accentuate your presence. Next, an aisle or a gangway. This is a long, narrow passage between two rows or between rows of seats on a plane. It's a long or narrow passage between the rows of seats on a plane. In American English, it is called an aisle, while in British English, it is called a gangway. Air traffic control. An air traffic control is a system designed to give assistance to an aircraft to prevent collisions and to manage aircraft flow. It's a system designed to give assistance to aircraft to prevent collisions and to manage aircraft flow. Air traffic controller. An air traffic controller is a person who operates an air traffic control system. The person who operates an air traffic control system. Next word, a control tower. A control tower is an airport building from which the air traffic control unit monitors and directs the movement of aircraft on or around the airport. I'll take it again. A control tower is an airport building from which the air traffic control unit monitors and directs the movement of aircraft on or around the airport. The last but not the least, a terminal. A terminal is a building in an airport where passengers transfer from ground transportation to the facilities that allow them to board airplanes. It's a building in an airport where passengers transfer from ground transportation to the facilities that allow them to board airplanes. And that is where we are going to call it a wrap for this video. Stay tuned for the part 2 of this video, which I'm going to release in a short time. So just stay tuned and subscribe to my channel, like and also share. If you think there are people who need this video, or someone who you think is traveling, or someone who needs this for a test or to improve his or her vocabulary, you can share my video to them. Make sure you like